Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I'm here with the new chapter videos. Chapter 3 we are starting today of your math subject. Okay. So chapter 3 is totally about your equations. So you are just going to study simple equations, or that is how to solve those equations. Okay. And it's very small unit but very important when you look at your mathematics subject point of view. Okay. So what do you understand by an equation? Yes, equation you will say when you get equal to sign in any expression. See, your expression is this one. Example 5x plus 2. Okay, or I'll take 10x plus 5, then 2y plus 2, anything. Okay, of this sort, but in which you don't have equal to something. Okay, so that kind of this things we call them as expressions. Okay, if you get equal to, you call it as a equation. Okay, so in this form you'll have equations. So basically your equation is divided into your RHS and LHS and RHS. Okay, so since we have equal to sign here, this 5x plus 2 is equal to 10, right? So this total, it is divided in two parts, that is the equal to, on this left side it is LH side, that is left hand side, and this part you're calling it as RHS side, that is right hand side. Okay, I already you have learned this simple equations you have seen in your class 6, isn't it? So in this we are going to solve some further type of equations. All right, so simple equation, it can be something like this: 2x equal to 10. Okay, even this is a simple equation. All right, so x is what? X is a number. Okay, it is an unknown number. You don't know what is the number here. It is unknown. Okay, so if you have equal to, that is in equation, you have two parts, that is LHS side and RHS side. Okay, so the equal to sign on this side, it becomes LHS, that is left hand side, and this becomes RHS. Okay, this is a basic what you divide an equation. Okay, so when you go see what are these called, x, y, or anything, p, anything which is given in the equation, okay, which is other than a number. Okay, these x, y, p, and all these are alphabets, right? You call them as variables in your math subject. Okay, you call them as variables, okay, which are unknown. Okay, हम लोग क्यों लेते this because we don't know which number it is, so it is a task to find that number. Okay, so we are going to see how do we find this x by various methods. All right, I hope the basics you understood. Just an equation will have it is divided into two parts like LHS and RHS. Okay, and these the unknown numbers in the equation, you call them as variables. If I have 2p plus 3 equal to some 5, so your p is an unknown variable. Okay, so this variable will be again a number. It can be a whole number, it can be a fraction, it can be an integer, anything. Okay, when we solve our problem, you will whatever output if you get, that will be your p. Okay, let's move further. So how do you form this equations? Sometimes what will happen is you will get some, so statements will be given, you will form equations from these statements. Do you remember, students, in unit test 1 chapter, that is for chapter 1 unit test, I had asked you, the first question was, what is the difference between any two consecutive natural numbers, isn't it? So this is question comes, it is a question, okay? So here they're asking, you know your natural numbers, right? So you have 5 and 6. So in this question, they are giving you some information, okay? That is, what is the difference between any two two consecutive natural numbers. Difference you need to find. 6 minus 1 equal to, you will get 1, okay? So you answered this as 1, right? This something similar to this, you will have statements, okay? So information will be given in as a statement, okay, in which some variable is given which is an unknown, that is unknown number, okay? That is you call them as variables. So you take that and form an equation. Anything, an equation will have some unknown variables, okay? So statement something like this. This is given, sum of x and 2 is 6. What does this mean? X or 2 ka sum, that is x plus 2 is equal to 6. That is what it is saying in the statement, isn't it? Sum of x and 2 is 6. अगर statement suppose ऐसे था, difference of, okay, x and 2 is 6, तो आपका equation कैसे होगा? Now you will write this as difference. They are saying difference, so it is x minus 2 is equal to 6, okay? So in this problem, that is what they've said. What is the difference between, they told, okay? So this is a statement, okay? Now let's move on to different this thing, sum, okay? Or they can add you as add x, ask you as add x and 5, okay, which giving 5, okay? That means x plus 5 is giving you 5, okay? So statements will be given something like this. Or further, I have took different statements. Let's see one by one, okay? Okay, so I have took this statement, difference of y and 1 is 5. So what is this? What is it saying? Difference, that is y minus 1 is 5, okay? The statement you have converted into equation, isn't it? It's very simple. Just you need to understand the statement and write it. Sometimes they'll say the same question, okay, in other form. They'll ask you in other form, like 1 is taken away from y, 1 is taken away from y, we get 5. What that 1 is taken away from y means, मतलब क्या है? y में से एक को निकाल दिए, that is -1 कर दिए, तो we are getting 5. So this statement is again these two are same actually, but in with some different terms, okay? One taken away, they are using taken away instead of difference. You have taken away as a term over here, okay? Okay, so the equation for both will be y minus 1 is equal to 5. Okay, let's move further. Product of 3 and y is 21. कैसे लिखेंगे? Product, that is 3 into y is equal to 21. ठीक है, इसको आप 3y is equal to 21 लिख सकते. There is no need to show cross symbol, okay? अगर मैं ऐसे लिखूँगी 2x equal to 5, that means 2 into x is equal to 5. ठीक है, आपको ये याद रखना है, ओके? सो नॉर्मली इन इक्वेशंस इट विल नॉट बी शोन समथिंग लाइक क्रॉस और एनीथिंग, ओके? So I can take this as 2p is equal to 5. Okay, that means 2 cross P is equal to 5. Okay, I hope you will not get confused. तो equations में तभी भी use करेंगे आप. If it is not showing any into sign also, that means it's a product. Okay. So here the statement I can just write it as what? Product of 3 and y is equal to 21. Okay. Now next, or the same thing, you can product, you can term it as times. 3 times of y 3 times of y is 21. Okay, this also means that product. Do everyone remember, if I say 2 times of x is 10. Okay, 2 times of x, that is 2 multiplied by x, is 10. Okay, so you need to remember these, don't get confused. Okay, statements you need to read it properly and convert them into equations. Okay. You have some statements like double of x. What does it mean? Double means, double is 2 times, right? 2 times of x. Okay, or double, or you it can be asked like twice of x. That also means it is 2x. Twice means 2 times. Thrice of x means thrice is 3x, isn't it? Thrice of x means 3x. All right. Now if I ask you this question like thrice a number decreased by 5. So first thrice a number is number, I can take anything like unknown. This is unknown number. So if I take this as p, okay, unknown number. So thrice of p decreased by 5. So this is decreased by 5, that is minus 5. Decrease means you are subtracting 5 from it. So this is expression you will get from this statement. Okay, this is thrice a number decreased by 5. This all are called expressions. Okay, so if you have equal to sign 2x, if it is given double of x is 10, then I'll take it as 2x is equal to 10. Okay, thrice of x is 9. If something like statement like this is given, so I will take 3x is equal to 9. Okay, so this is called equation, this is called expression. All right, so here thrice a number decreased by 5 is 25. If I say something like this, so first your expression will be 3p, that is thrice a number, that is 3p decreased by 5. So minus 5 I am taking. So this is expression, and total statement, if we take 3p minus 5 is equal to 25. This is an expression. All right. Okay, so these were for your normal. Now let's see statements on fractions. What is one half or 1/2 part? You can say half is 1/2. Okay, half, here it is half of y means half of y. Okay, 1/3 of x, that is 1/3 of x. 1/4 of x means 1/4 of x. Okay, 3/4 of z, that means 3/4, 3/4 of z. This is how you get your expressions. Okay, 1/4 of x is 10. If I say, so you will take this as 1/4 of x is equal to 10. This becomes your equation. Okay, so depending on the statement, okay, if they are saying you something equal to, that becomes your expression. All right, I hope all of you are trying to understand these statements. Okay, so just remember, it's very simple. Statements, analyzing and converting it into your equations is initially important. Okay, so understanding is important for of your statements. All right. Okay, we will do more and more problems, okay, so that you will become very flexible with your equations. Okay, so 1/4 is what? 1 by 4 of x. 1/3 of x is what? 1 by 3x. Half of y is what? Half, that is 1 by 2 of y. 3/4 of z, that is 3/4 of z. Okay, it can be anything. These are for the statements of your fractions. Okay, you'll have some equations, okay, in which you'll have two variables also. Okay, so like if they give you sum of x and y is 10, something like this. So I'll take x plus y is equal to 10. This is also an equation. All right. Now I'll give you some statement like total number of boys and girls in class is 52. Okay, so I have boys, how many total number of boys and girls together? That is boys plus girls is equal to 52. You can take boys as a variable x, and for girls number of boys as variable x and number of girls as y, that is x plus y is equal to 52. So you'll have expressions, okay, in which you'll have many variables. That's not necessary that you'll have only one variable. Okay, like we had seen in all these things, you had seen an equation with only one variable. It is not it is possible that you will get an equation in which you will have more than one variable also. Okay, so for as of now, just remember you what is an equation, and what an equation is divided into two parts, that is left hand side and right hand side. Okay, and the number these variables will be given in an x, y or anything which are present, so that is called a variable. Okay, so if a variable in an equation is unknown. Okay, so further we are in the next video, we will just try to solve or try to get this value of x. Okay, so in today's video I had just explain you what will be the equation and how your statements, okay, the question given or statement given, you are converting it into a equation. Okay, so it was just an introduction class. I hope you understood this. If you have any doubt in this, we can discuss in your Zoom meeting, inshallah. Okay, so until we meet again with a new video or on the Zoom meeting, I would like to take off from you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.